let's just get back to the count for a second about what's happening right now, where, I don't know if your Twitter machine's been blowing up in the past hour or so. So Georgia, okay? Now, the logic of the count has been more populous areas take longer to count. There's more votes that take longer to count, and areas that, funnily enough, will be more than happy, as say in Atlanta, in Georgia, would be able to flip this for Biden. Yet here we are, what, a full day and a bit since, supposedly getting it in the next couple of hours. What's doing?
Well, we were supposed to get something around 3 a.m. our time. It's now almost 6 a.m. our time. I've been madly refreshing Twitter trying to find anything going on. It seems that Trump still has a very slight lead over Joe Biden, but that could go away very quickly. If Joe Biden takes Georgia and it is certified, then that could be the whole ballgame. However, if Trump can hold on to Georgia and if Arizona flips, then suddenly this whole contest is not over by any means. And you add that to the legal challenges and also circumstantial, I want to say, evidence of potential chicanery. I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but there does appear to be a prima facie case that there are things that just don't add up in terms of the number of votes that have been cast in certain places, especially in Wisconsin and Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and places like that, in terms of turnout numbers that don't add up. They just seem improbably high. This could wind up really dragging on for weeks and even wind up at the Supreme Court.
Yeah, but can I just ask, what would they be challenging? This is what I'm interested in. Now, I know it's permutations on permutations on permutations, but what do they challenge?
Well, they'll be challenging, first thing, they'll be challenging some of the rules around ballots. For example, Pennsylvania's Supreme Court decided unilaterally against the law of their own state this year that ballots could be sent in 3 days after the election day and could still be counted. Those ballots could have no postmark and still be counted. Those ballots could have a signature on the returning envelope that did not match the signature of the registered voter and still be counted. So you would challenge things like that. Yeah, right. You would challenge other sorts of rules in other states. But there have been, the problem is everybody needs to understand America runs its elections by 50 states with different degrees of effectiveness. There is no sort of overarching AEC type of body that manages these things and manages them pretty well, as happens in Australia. So it's a state-by-state issue, and Democrat-run states, you're going to see more evidence that there's potential biases in the system that would favor, say, urban areas, or would be favoring, letting votes through that might go for Biden that might not otherwise, just to get that count up.
Now, have you been to Casa Monte Cristo, which is on 2nd Avenue, mate? And then you've got to go down to Soho Cigar Bar. They're two magnificent cigar bars. And if I was there, if I was going to risk the Rona, I'd do it for those two locations. Then can you do me a favour and go down to Hudson Bar and Books as well?
All right, I'll put all three of those on my list. We've got a bit of a light shooting day today, so I'll try and tick at least one of those off of my list.
All right, otherwise Miranda will join you at the Carnegie Club a little bit later for some jazz tonight, okay?
Sounds good. See you there, Miranda.